Sharing your life on the internet has consequences, but they are almost always the complete opposite consequence than what I expected when I started creating content like 2.5 years ago. And when I started this YouTube channel, actually, it was December 2021, and I was really nervous. I was putting out a lot of motorcycle content at the time, and I was just thinking that everyone would hate me and that everyone would post really mean comments and basically troll me and just tell me to go home or stop, cease and desist, that sort of thing. But what I found is that it's actually the opposite. I had an overwhelming amount of support from people and an overwhelming amount of people just saying, yes, thank you for doing this. Thank you for sharing your story. And I want to say, like, I think my perspective on that positive comment is that when we show up as ourselves online authentically, we share our stories, we share our opinions, we just share our message and what's on our heart. It really does give people the permission to do the same for themselves. And I have started, this is my third day of posting a video completely like this, unedited, zero prep. Let me say I just put my phone on a tripod and I press play and I have a mic, and that's basically the extent of my tech situation is this mic that I'm holding. And I've just put them out because it felt like to me right now in this season of my life, this is the most low barrier way that I can create content. And this is the third day, and I will say that I've had overwhelmingly positive feedback in my Instagram DMs about this content, and it is completely unfiltered. I feel like I've even gotten to the point where I kind of forget that I'm talking, and I don't know if I like black out or something, but I forget that I'm talking to the internet and anyone can watch this. So I want to give you an example of that. I had a beautiful message came through from my friend overnight, and she had just said, hey, I watched your YouTube video and I can see that, you're going through some stuff. I hope you're doing okay. Reach out if you need me for anything. And it was like totally beautiful from a place of love and support and respect. But for like a fraction of a second, let me tell you, I went into that like fear mode of like, oh shit, what did I say? Did I overshare? Like, what story did I share that was too vulnerable that would encourage a friend to reach out and see if I was okay? And then it was just like a fraction of a second, and then I kind of went into, no, it's okay. Like, I'm sharing this because I want to share it. I'm doing it for the sake of doing it. And I'm not really thinking about what I'm saying and how that's going to be perceived by everyone else. And this is a radical change from the content that I started with on my YouTube channel and, my Instagram and in my business as well. Like I was really posting it to, for helping, for also an aspect of like getting clients and selling. So it always had like a marketing spin to it. And if you scroll back through my YouTube, you scroll back through Instagram and all of that, you'll see in the captions, I'm like, oh, blah, 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 here's my course, or blah, 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 do this, sign up for my XYZ offer. And it always came with a slight marketing spin, salesy spin. So now that I'm creating content that is completely authentic, unfiltered, and just me without any plan, I guess, I'm realizing that people just like see a lot more of me than I've shared in the past. And, when I share these stories, they're completely authentic. It's just because they come to my brain, not because I am intentionally trying to share a story that's going to like make someone convert into one of my paid programs. So my YouTube channel definitely has evolved with that. And the other piece that I wanted to mention was that, we overthink things. We think in order to start a YouTube channel, you have to take a course. In order to start creating content, you have to take like a videography course, or, you know, I think we are just so in that traditional education state of mind that we think we have to be an expert on something in order to start. And that was certainly the case. You know, I definitely have felt that way so much in my past. I've been a perfectionist for basically my whole life. But with this, and I think the YouTube channel is a good example of this, I started it, and this is my old workflow. This is my old workflow of my YouTube channel. It used to take me a week to do 2 videos. And so Monday I would script it. Tuesday I would do some admin. Wednesday I think I would do my newsletter. And then by the time I got to Friday, that was like my filming day, because I'd scripted it, because I'd planned the whole thing, I'd done all the tech side. And then it took me a whole week to do like 2 10-minute videos. And I just was completely overestimating the shit that I needed to do. And I think, like, at its core, right, you just film, you just turn on your laptop, you turn on your iPhone, and you just press play. And it's not about all the other pieces, because it doesn't need to be perfect. And I think since I've been doing this for 2.5 years, I've gotten to the point where I can say, like, oh, okay, at the fundamental core of this, what am I doing? Okay, I'm showing up, I'm sharing myself, I'm speaking from the heart, and that's enough. And then you record it, and then you upload it, and that's all there is, and that's all there ever will be about it. I'm not trying to be a YouTube 100,000 subscribers, or, you know, getting the little plaque that I'll display in my background of the videos, but that's not the point. So I think for anyone listening or watching this today, just to encourage you to say, like, how can I get this down to its fundamentals, to do what I want to do, what I'm called to do, to express myself at the very base of what that is. And it's regardless of how it's going to be perceived and how it's going to be taken by the world, because when it's art, you're just doing it to do it. And as a form of self-expression, and I was thinking today, like, why does this format, why is it working so well for me? Because I've started to look forward to doing these videos, and I'm like kind of structuring my evenings around them now. And I think it's because it's like self-therapy for me. And my mother just moved overseas, and she was kind of my, like, primarily my social support here. So now that she's overseas, I like don't really have kind of that daily touch base of, like, this is what's going on, and, like, this is what I'm doing in my life, and this is my beauty routine, and this is what I'm wearing. So I think doing this, I just feel like it just feels like a conversation with anyone, a bestie, a parent, you know, a sibling or something. And I think that's why the format is working really well for me. So that might be another clue on if you're trying to do something in your life, and what is the way that feels the easiest, the most flow, the most you, and then go and do that and see how it feels, and kind of do it for a while to be able to evaluate whether it's working for you or not. And that's the message there, is just putting something out, keeping it simple, and also knowing that the consequences are actually going to be a lot more positive than you expect, because the world is mostly a very good place. We just forget that a lot. The other thing that I have been doing is I'm using this new hair oil. I think this has been really big on my sort of postpartum hair journey, and I didn't want to admit it for a long time, but now that I'm kind of on the other end of it, my hair has started to regrow a lot, to the point where I go to my hairdresser and she's like commenting me, this second time this has happened, she's commenting me about all the little regrowth fluffy bits. And you can even see it when I do my hair. Like, there's just kind of like all these cute little fluffy baby hairs that I have to smooth down because they get so crazy and cute. And then, so I've been using this hair oil by the brand is called The Ordinary, and it's the multi-peptide hair serum for hair density. And this product is really good. It goes on like non-greasy. You kind of mix it into your scalp. And I've probably done it for about a week and I'm really happy with it. I do it every 2 days. So when I wash my hair, I've also started doing just like these light scalp massages. And I got that tip from, well, I kind of pieced it together. I was watching a video from Louise Hay and she was saying that when we're super stressed, we tense our scalp. Like you just kind of basically live in this constant state of like a tensed scalp. And when that happens, you're kind of constricting the blood flow to the scalp. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to like start massaging my scalp more to get the blood flowing and to get the, I don't know, the hair like feeling good at the roots. And I feel like that's really been like a nice change. It's definitely a nice mindfulness practice and a little touch of self-care, which I've been really enjoying. And the other thing is, just loving your hair. I think that has been a big journey for me. I always have hated my hair and I've always like been so critical and thought it was too thin. And I think now I'm at a point where I'm just appreciating what it is, and that's all. And just saying like, I'm going to take care of myself and whatever happens. Today I'm also singing the praises of blazers, and I love a good blazer. Like the humble blazer in a wardrobe cannot be beat as far as I'm concerned. Like as far as, one piece of clothing that can really elevate an outfit and any outfit. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. And a blazer, just put a blazer on it and you're like at that next level, more put together, more cute, just more like fancy almost, more zhuzhed. Let's say that, more zhuzhed. And today I am zhuzhed. I zhuzhed it up. I put a blazer on. I'm wearing a denim blazer. I think it's from the 80s. It has like a little suede pocket. It's a fake pocket though, so don't look too close. I can't actually put any pens in it, so I don't look super as distinguished. But I love wearing blazers. I have them in almost every fabric. I have like a linen blazer, I have denim blazers, I have, like the pinstripe blazers. I've had a jersey blazer, like a sweatshirt sort of fabric blazer. That was so yummy. That went with every outfit. And if you are ever wearing an outfit and you're like, oh, this needs something, this is not quite there yet, put a blazer on it and I promise you that it will feel so much more complete. My favorite way to wear blazers at the moment is this denim blazer. It's actually really baggy and quite long, and I'll wear it with like leisure wear. So if I have like bike shorts on, usually bike shirts and a t-shirt and sneakers, I'll just put a blazer on and you're like, oh, you just came from the gym, like went out for a walk with the dog or whatever, to like you could be going to a business meeting and you just put on sneakers. So it really does elevate. And I also love a linen blazer. That's a hot tip for summer when you're like, I just need a little bit of a layer but nothing too crazy. Linen blazers are where it's at. And that's really how I'm feeling about behind the scenes of my life today. And I hope wherever you are, if you're listening or watching, that you're having a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.